So, Gary, tell me something. Why exactly did you stop me from coming in here? I've been sitting outside that door for like 15 minutes. I don't look like I... Gary, this is how I look, okay? The hair, the goatee, was something new, okay? It's me, okay? And watch, here we go. Hello, everyone. Jerryactric here with Jerryactric Midnight Movie Review, and tonight it was The Girl on the Train. Now, you may have read the book when it came out about, it's almost about 2 years now, written by Paula Hawkins, and I love the book. So, interestingly enough, the last few times it's all been about movie adaptations from books with Miss Peregrine's last week. So, the basic story is this. Rachel Watson's life has been destroyed. She has divorced her husband after she caught him cheating on her. And now he's with that girl. And she has started to drink heavily. And she's taking a train into town to work. And on the commute, she sees a couple, Scott and Megan Hipwell. And she kind of becomes very invested in these two people. She thinks that they have the perfect life, sort of an escape from the life that she has. But that all changes one night when Megan goes missing. And Rachel might have seen something on the way to the train. And what follows is a spectacular murder mystery about, you know, who we are, what we believe in, and sometimes what we are kind of forced to believe in. Emily Blunt plays Rachel, main character, and I really liked her in this role because when we meet Rachel Watson in this time of her life, she's not a very good person. As I said, drinks very heavily, disrupts family gatherings with her kids and her ex-husband, and so it's very hard to sympathize with her. And that was actually something I had a problem with in the book. It seemed like, yes, this is our protagonist. Yes, she's had a very hard life, but she's in such a low state when we meet her that it's very hard to start investing in her. And I think Emily Blunt was a perfect choice for this because while we do see her, drinking and blacking out and acting the way she is, we do start to see a small sliver of what she used to be. Like, why would, Tom marry this girl to begin with? And we start to see that. And so she plays it wonderfully. There is a beaten down, almost like, dog in her, but there's still that slight thing that makes us root for her and realize, that this is not who she always was. Haley Bennett plays Megan, the woman who goes missing. It's kind of funny. I didn't know who Haley Bennett was. I hadn't watched any of her things in television or anything. And then I saw her in Hardcore Henry. She was in that. And then I saw her now in the Magnificent Seven, and now this one. So she went from being nowhere to everywhere. And she plays a very good role. This is a role that it's interesting because she has to play kind of two people. Almost. She has to play the person that Rachel thinks she is and who she really is. And I think that's always a very difficult act to pick out because while you're playing a character, you have to always, especially in this role where it's a lot about appearances and what people think, and you have to play that role too. Alyssa Janney is in it. She plays the detective who, strangely enough, was in Miss Peregrine's Home for Particular Children. And I always like Alyssa Janney. I loved her in West Wing, 10 Things I Hate About You as the guidance counselor, and Mom now. And it's always nice to see her. I really like her. Who else we got in this role? We got Justin Theroux, I'm probably mispronouncing that, who plays Rachel's ex-husband. Again, another role that you have to see kind of two sides of something. Because if he's just a stereotypical ex-husband who cheated on her and doesn't give a damn about her, you really, again, it's the same thing with Rachel, where you have to say, well, then if he's such a piece of shit, why did Rachel ever marry him in the first place? And he does it as well. He plays a character where you see him, and maybe not some of his best moments, but you do see, again, a little shred of what he used to be. This movie was directed by Tate Taylor. I'm not familiar with any other work that was done, but does a very good job. This was originally set in England, and it's, sometimes, those transitions from English settings to American settings can be hard, but Tate pulls it off. It's a very, what's the word I want here? It's a very detail-oriented film, where as things starts getting revealed, you can actually go back into the film earlier and say, oh, okay, this is what happened, which I love, because I hate in mystery stories like this, where the movie doesn't play fair. I've always hated that. I hate it when in books or something where, the big mystery is revealed and it's like, well, you should have known because she was wearing a red dress. Well, you never told us that she was wearing a red dress, okay? You didn't play fair because you wanted to preserve the mystery. And in this, it plays fair, which I love, because you can go back and say, oh, okay, this, and this is what happened. So go see it. Rated R, deals with themes of alcoholism, violence, sexuality, a little bit, but it's a very good movie adaptation. It followed the book very well. If you want to, also go read the novel. The novel and the movie are very similar, which is something I like, because you never want to go into a movie and see that things have been completely changed. So, yeah, go check it out. I recommend seeing it. Again, rated R, so leave the kids at home. But yeah, if you want a good little mystery, great characters, great actors and actresses, go see it. It is a very interesting movie about, as I said, about perception and how we view people and how people view us. So, this is Jerryactric for Jerryactric Midnight Movie Review, reminding you, if you're not going to the movies, then what are you doing with your life? I'm not going to tell you who it was. Gary, if you want to know in the end what happened, go see the movie. Pretty please? Gary, I'm not going to tell you. You can just go see the movie. You don't need... You'll pay me $100? Gary, I'm not your accountant, but I'm going to give you a little money-saving advice. Take 13 of those dollars, go see the movie. You have room for lots and lots of popcorn, soda, and everything. And then you can figure out what happened. I know you want to know now. His therapist suggests that let's go to this place in Wales where your grandfather told you these stories. Maybe you can get some closure. And that's when the movie starts. Jake finds out that the stories were all true.